to all you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you here for the first time, my name is Cheri. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today's reading is going to be a yes or no answer to whatever question you would like to ask. Please remember, these are general readings. Lots of people, lots of questions, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're looking for a more personalized reading, I do offer private readings. They're by gift exchange, meaning I will do your reading for you as a gift. I ask that you respond with a monetary gift. Whatever amount you feel is appropriate will be perfect. That way my readings are affordable to everybody. If you'd like more information or to get on my schedule, please email me at terrysinspiredtarot@gmail.com, and I'll get you whatever information you need or onto my schedule if that's what you desire. Now, looking at today's yes or no reading, we are going to have reading number 1 with the rhodonite, reading number 2 with the selenite, reading number 3 with the golden healer quartz, reading number 4 with the black kyanite, and reading number 5 with the amazonite. Please select your reading intuitively. Your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these readings now. I do have a little bit of a scratchy voice, so please bear with me and be patient. Thank you so much in advance for both of those things. I'll see you guys in there. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 1 with the rhodonite. Your first message of the reading is to find a way to forgive. So whether you need to forgive yourself or someone else, forgiveness sets you free. So it's time for you to find a way to do that. Now let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards, and that will get us our yes or no answer. Now let's see here. All right, let's go one more time. There we go. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we'll cut, and here's where we'll start. All right, we start with strength. So you have the strength for whatever situation you're dealing with right now. Your strength is going to be there to get you through. Next, we see the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles talks about giving and receiving. Oftentimes, it can represent a monetary gift of some kind. Next, we see the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords talks about a beginning. This is a beginning where you have to take action to start it. You have to jump into it, but it is a beginning for you. Now, next we see the Star. The Star talks about healing and a gift from the divine. And then next we see the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles can represent a person. If it does, this is a person that wants to take care of everyone around them. They just are the person that everyone goes to, or at least they want to be that person. They're open to helping anyone. It also can, again, talk about that abundance coming in. And then topping everything off, we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups talks about a beginning that is emotionally fulfilling for you. So an emotionally fulfilling beginning could represent a new relationship, but it is something that's emotionally fulfilling. All right, while there's action that may need to be taken in this beginning for you, this is all very, very positive. Looks like a pretty solid yes to whatever you asked tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please show us the situations of group number 1. Okay, we're going to take them both. We got the 8 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands says you guys are dealing with some pretty fast moving situations and energy. And the 10 of Wands says you might be feeling a little overwhelmed because of it. So maybe dealing with some overwhelming energy. We're going to get Oracle for both. Next, we see the World. So things coming to completion. That is beautiful energy. And then the 10 of Coins. The 10 of Coins talks about abundance. You've got a couple of signifiers for abundance in your Transparent Tarot as well. So you guys may be stepping into a particularly abundant phase in the material realm. Now, let's start Oracle off with Angel Oracle like we normally do. So angels for group number 1, please. Courage. You're told to have courage. Step into what is in front of you fearlessly. Your courage is going to be there to get you through things. Now, let's see Moonology for this 10 of Wands. What is there to add to the 10 of Wands here? How do they deal with this overwhelming energy? All right, you got to work through your fears. Whatever is overwhelming you, it probably has something to do with your fears in some way. Fear of not being able to perform your jobs or your duties, or not being able to be there for everyone, especially if this King of Pentacles represents you and you try to help everyone. You got to work through those fears. Don't let things overwhelm you. I know things are moving fast, but work through your fears. You can do this. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon with regards to those fast-moving situations. 8 of Wands for Queen of the Moon, please. The Darkness. Okay, so things are moving quickly, and it's possible they've been moving quickly for a really long time for you guys. Either that, or you guys have come through kind of a stagnant period where it's been stagnant for a long time, and then all of a sudden things are just moving really, really quickly around you. However it resonates for you, you can do this. These fast-moving situations that you're dealing with, they are propelling you forward. They're bringing you out of an energy that is not horribly beneficial for you, like an energy that has been a struggle, bringing you into a better energy. This overwhelmed feeling you have, you're going to work through those fears and get beyond it. You're going to get past it. Now, you know what? I also want Queen of the Moon for that 10 of Coins. What is there for the 10 of Coins here? Resistance. Okay. Do not resist this abundance that's trying to come in. If you have a worthiness issue where you don't feel like you're worthy of abundance, where you don't feel like you can attract money into your life, deal with it. There is a resistance in you with regards to finances in some way, but money is trying to come in. So just make sure if that resonates with you and you have some sort of worthiness block with regards to abundance, you take care of it. This can be a beautiful resistance. Like, you guys are going to hang in there and get to the point where that abundance shows up for sure. It can resonate that way as well. But if you are resisting the abundance coming in, deal with whatever blockage there is that is preventing it. Now let's see the World. Confidence. Something is coming to completion and you're going to step into that with confidence. Whatever you're finishing, whatever cycle you're ending, know that it's over, it's done with. It could be this struggle that's coming to an end, and you need to step into it with confidence that you are drawing the abundance to you. You're drawing this beginning to you, and these overwhelming feelings are done with. Now let's see Transparent Tarot. Spirit Guide. Okay. Your guides are leaving you messages specifically, so there may be certain cards in here that resonate with you on a personal level. Ask your guides for additional guidance, and they will help you understand the parts of the message that are specific for you, because this is a general reading. Also, your guides are going to help you with your strength get through everything for this beginning. Your guides may also be giving you information with regards to the action you need to take to start whatever your new beginning is. Now let's see the little starseed deck for group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we got 4, but that's okay. All right, we're going to start with vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. So vibration is going up. Things are changing, but that's okay. You've got your guides behind you. You're going to make it through whatever the changes are. Next, you see ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. So your vibration's going up, you're ascending to higher states of consciousness. Lots of things going to be changing. Call out to your guides to help you make the changes. Next, you get celebration. Celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to the universe. And finally, inner worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. So make sure you keep your inner world a place of abundance. Keep it a place free of fear, where you have confidence that you're completing the things you desire. That's going to reflect into your external world. All right, that is all I have for reading number 1. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 2 with the selenite. Your first message of the reading is to clear the clutter. So whether that's emotional clutter or actual clutter, it's time to clear that out. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I will shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards, and that will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, so here we go. That's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we are going to start with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands talks about a new beginning that has your passions all wrapped up in it. Now, next we see our King of Swords. The King of Swords, it can represent a person. If it does, the person's very intelligent, very action-driven. It also represents some significant challenges you may be facing. It says that you can overcome them. You're going to need to use your strategy, your ingenuity to overcome them. But it does signify some challenges you may be facing. Next, we see the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is overwhelming feelings, being overwhelmed, dealing with overwhelming things. That is followed by the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is a beginning that has a financial impact, a new beginning of a financial material nature. And then we have the Five of Pentacles topping everything off. So the Five of Pentacles talks about some worry or fear regarding finances. It can even be worry and fear regarding loneliness, but it is a fear that you may be dealing with. Okay, so looking at this as a whole, we do have both the aces in there, which signifies a new beginning, but all the other cards have kind of a negative connotation. So this looks like a no to whatever you're asking tarot. Most of you are probably happy about it because we do have the aces and the new beginnings, but it leans well more towards no. So the answer most likely no to whatever you're asking tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations, angels, spirit guides, ancestors. For group number 2, please, their situations. 8 of Coins, that talks about you putting in your hard work. 5 of Cups, that is, that's sadness, focusing on what you've lost versus focusing on what you have to be thankful for. Gratitude's the best way to break that up. And we'll also get Oracle for it. King of Cups, that is love, true, genuine love, compassionate love. Doesn't have to be romantic, though oftentimes it is. It can also represent a person. If it does, this person has real, genuine, heartfelt love that is selfless. And then the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands talks about fighting for what you want. It says you have the higher ground and you will be successful in the end. You're going to have to continue to put your energy in, though, and fight for what it is that you desire. All right, now let's get Oracle for everything. We're going to start with Angel Oracles. So angels for group number 2, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Honor life cycles. Yes, so whatever's ending needs to end. The new beginnings will come in afterwards. You have to honor those cycles because they are, I mean, they're just a part of natural life. Now, let's see the 5 of Cups with Moonology. What is there for the 5 of Cups? A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so for those of you that are sad, looking at a breakup, some situation that didn't work out, and that is, looking at the things that you've lost, you're being advised that a new romantic cycle is starting. So instead of focusing on the past, on what you've lost, focus on the new energy that's coming in, because there is a new cycle starting for you. Now, let's see the 7 of Wands. Balance spirituality and practicality. Okay, so you have to put your work in. You have to put your effort in, and this is spiritual and practical. You have to put your effort in. You will succeed because you have the higher ground, but you have to put that work in, and it has to be balanced. It has to come from both sides. So putting in your manifestations, putting in your spiritual work, as well as your practical work. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to look at the 8 of Coins first. What is there for the 8 of Coins here, please? Trust. Okay, so you are being asked to trust that your work, whatever work you're putting in, is paying off. You're putting work into something. This could be your spiritual life. It could be your actual job. And there's work going in. You need to trust yourself and trust that the work that you're putting in is going to pay off for you. Now, the King of Cups. Beauty. Okay, so if this represents you, it is that you have beautiful energy. If this represents someone that you're in a relationship with, the relationship itself has beautiful energy. And the King of Cups is about focusing on love, that true selfless love, which is a wonderful energy for you to foster in yourself, in your relationships, and the world around you. So that is just a beautiful energy that you have in your realm. Now, let's see the Spellcasting Oracle for the Transparent Tarot. What is there to add to the Transparent Tarot here? Healing. Okay, so the answer was no to whatever you asked Tarot, or at least most likely no. There is a new beginning here, even with the no, so just make sure you take that into account. But it is most likely no, and it's for healing purposes. It is to bring in healing into your realm. So some of you may be very happy that it's no, and that in and of itself is healing. And then others, this may be something that you wanted, but the reason it's no is because healing energy is coming in. Something better in this new beginning is going to be on the heels of the healing. Now, let's see the little starseed deck for group number 2, please. Thank you. Okay, hang on. Okay, I guess we're just going to take a ton because I can't seem to not pick it up. All right, we're going to start with creation. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. So do something creative. You also connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through this time of change, and that's the Gaia card. So make sure you spend some time in nature. Next, we get blue flame. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. So connect to your light. You also get patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Excuse me. You get wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. If this is fighting for you and really fighting for what you want, those adversaries you're dealing with, it's a chance to spread your light. And finally, you get abundance. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. So make sure you have a service mentality. All right, that is all I have for reading number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 3 with the Golden Healer Quartz. Your first message of the reading is to open the door. So make sure you are open to receiving and you have opened the doors in front of you. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay, so we start with the Hermit. The Hermit talks about spending time alone, dealing with alone time. It can be very productive time, but spending time alone. Next, we see completion with the World. So something is coming to completion, something is done, and you've completed maybe a karmic cycle or something like that. Or it could be the Hermit itself, the alone time in the Hermit coming to completion. Next, we see the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands talks about fighting. This could be arguing, fighting, dealing with fighting in your just normal daily life. It could be fighting for what you want and really having to put your energy in. Next, we see the Phoenix. The Phoenix it's judgment. It's the judgment card. And it talks about rising from the ashes, a second chance. So you're getting a second chance at something. Something's complete. You're getting a second chance somewhere. Next, we see the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands talks about following your passions. It can represent a person who's very passion driven and just kind of full of life and youthful exuberance regardless of age. It can also talk about following creative passions, and it really is very positive with regards to you following your creative passions. It can even talk about reconnecting with passions from your past. And then topping everything off, we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, a dream come true sort of feeling, like the feeling of having your wish fulfilled. Okay, so even with that Five of Wands in there and starting off with the Hermit, this looks very positive. You've got completion, you got a second chance, you've got wish fulfillment in the Nine of Cups. This looks like it is most likely a yes to whatever you've asked tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please show us the situations of group number 3. Thank you, thank you. All right, Five of Cups, that's looking at your losses and not focusing on what you have to be grateful for. So just make sure that you don't let all of your energy go towards focusing on what it is you feel you've lost. Four of Coins. The Four of Coins talks about stable finances. Having those stable finances or being almost stepping into those stable finances. The note with the Four of Coins is that you should not cling to your money. Let money flow in and out like it's supposed to. If you have that cling mentality, it can cause abundance problems. So just don't cling to your money, but you've got those stable finances going on. Four of Cups. Excuse me. The Four of Cups talks about looking at things the way you wish they were versus the way they actually are. It can also talk about not seeing what's being given to you, not seeing what you have, and can even represent a little bit of boredom. And then finally, 10 of Coins, that abundance coming in. So you've got the note to not cling to your money, but you're also being told that abundance is headed in for you. Now, let's get Oracle for everything. So we're going to start with the Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 3. Whatever they need to hear, please. Thank you, thank you. Embrace change. All right, so things are changing. You're going to have to embrace it. Whether or not we embrace change, change happens. So it's important to just kind of get on board with it and go with the flow. It'll make the changes easier. And these look like pretty positive changes because you've got the Nine of Cups topping off your transparent tarot. Now let's see what there is to add to the Five of Cups. What can they do to alleviate this Five of Cups energy? Nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, so you may not have even experienced whatever loss it is you're afraid of. You may just be worried that you're going to experience some kind of loss. Nothing is set in stone. Don't let yourself focus on the losses. We all experience losses throughout our lives. Don't let yourself focus on that. Focus on what you have to be grateful for. That's going to bring up your energy, and it's also going to bring things in with manifestation. You know, looking at things the way you wish they were versus the way they actually are is another, it's also involved in manifestation. You're seeing that vision of how things, you desire things to be. Now let's see what this Four of Cups is here talking about. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay, so if you're bored with things the way they are, the energy is picking up. If you're trying to manifest by seeing things with a vision of what you desire, that is also picking up momentum. So take it how it resonates for you, but things are growing. Things are starting to move for you. Now, let's see the Queen of the Moon, and we're going to start with the Four of Coins. What is there for this Four of Coins here? New beginnings. Okay, so many of you are stepping into stable finances. Your finances are finally stabilizing, and you're just being advised to, you know, not cling to your money. Let it flow in and out like it's supposed to. Don't be afraid to spend money. Know that more money is going to come flowing right into you. Now, let's see this Ten of Coins. What is there for the Ten of Coins? Assessing. Okay, so you are receiving abundance, or you will be very soon receiving significant financial abundance, an increase over where you are. I'm not suggesting that you're going to, you know, inherit billions of dollars or something like that, but you are stepping into a more abundant time in your life, and you may feel the need to really assess it. Figure out, you know, well, why is the money coming in? Where is the money coming from? How can I make sure it keeps coming? And if you put all that energy into questioning it, you can draw more questions about it. So accept it from the universe, be grateful for it, you know, be always gratitude. Gratitude is very important, but then let it flow in and out like it's supposed to. Don't over assess the financial side of things. Now let's see the spellcasting oracle for the transparent tarot. What is there for the transparent tarot here? Finding. Okay, so this, and there's all kinds of joy in this finding card. It's all yellow, which is full of joy. There's even cute little blue butterflies. Like it's wonderful joy in this finding card. The answer being yes, or most likely yes, is going to bring joy for most of you. And whatever it is, this, you know, dream come true, it's going to have you finding joy. The second chance that you desire is going to have you finding joy. So remember gratitude as you step into your joy. Excuse me. Okay, let's see the... Thank you. All right, let's see here. We're going to start with free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. So whenever you have the chance, focus on being a free spirit with that free spirit energy. Next, you get signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. So make sure you're paying attention. And finally, blue star. Follow the light of your inner compass, the blue star. It will lead you to the truth that resides within your soul. So make sure you follow your inner light, your truth. All right, that is all I have for reading number 3. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 4 with the black kyanite. Your first message of the reading is to set strong boundaries. So make sure you have those boundaries in place to protect yourself. And if you don't, it's time to start setting those boundaries. You are valuable and worthy of your own care. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay. Now, let's see here. We're going to do one more. All right, that is good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. So, it looks like we have the Ace of Cups starting things off. That is a new beginning that is emotionally fulfilling. Next, we see our 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups has us looking at our losses versus looking at what we have to be grateful for, what we still have. So focusing on the loss rather than focusing on what there is to be grateful for. Next, we see the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords can represent a person. If it does, it's someone very sharp-tongued, very action-driven, very protective, also highly intelligent, but just kind of doesn't mince words, doesn't spare feelings at all. Next, we see the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles says that you should treat yourself to a little bit of luxury to bring in that abundance you desire. So make sure you're taking good care of you. Next, we see our 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands talks about being overwhelmed. Overwhelming feelings, situations overwhelming you, maybe dealing with a lot on your plate at the moment. Finally, topping everything off, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords, just like the Queen, can represent a person. King of Swords, very action-driven, very intelligent, wants to just get things done. Also, the King of Swords can talk about having significant challenges going on in your life. It says that you have the intelligence and the strategy, capability of dealing with everything, but it does signify that there could be significant challenges facing you right now. Now, this looks like the answer is most likely no to whatever you asked, Tarot. I know we started with the Ace of Cups, but everything else kind of holds a note of challenge, I guess would be the best way to put it. So the answer is most likely no to whatever you asked, Tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Page of Coins. All right, so there is opportunity for you on the financial material front. You have to take action. It's interesting because both our King and Queen of Swords here are action driven. You have to take action to step into this opportunity, but it is there for you. Next, we get the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is partnerships flourishing, partnerships growing. 4 of Swords, so the need to get some rest, the need to take care of you. That's noted here a couple of times with the 9 of Pentacles saying treat yourself to a little bit of something. And the 10 of Wands saying you may be letting yourself get overwhelmed. 4 of Swords says make sure you get some rest. It's time to take care of you. And then the 6 of Wands, so victory. You guys, many of you celebrating this no. No can be a very positive answer sometimes. So many of you celebrating the no, or just celebrating other things in your life, having things in your life that are worthy of celebrating. Now, let's take a look at Oracle for everything. So angels for group number 4. Whatever's in their best benefit, please. Be strong. Yes, your strength is there for you. Be strong. Face the challenges in front of you. Even if they are significant, you can do it. Now let's see Moonology for the 4 of Swords. What is there to add to the 4 of Swords here? Take time to breathe out. Okay, guys, you need to get some rest. Like, you need to give yourself time to breathe. You need to get some rest. You need to stop letting yourself be so overwhelmed. And this, anything you can cut out that you don't need to do that is overwhelming to you, it's time. You guys need to spend some time taking care of you and set those boundaries. Like, don't let people walk all over you. Now, talking about partnerships, let's see the Two of Wands. What is there? Long night moon. Okay, so partnerships are growing and flourishing. It's been a long time coming, but you are stepping into a phase where your partnerships, your relationships are going to grow. So again, set those boundaries. That's going to help you step out of this long period where people have just kind of walked all over you. And, you can really set those boundaries so that things can flourish and grow. Now let's see this Page of Coins as well. Blossoming. Yes. This opportunity is blossoming for you. You have to take the action to step into it. It's your choice. If you do nothing, then it will pass you by. But if you decide to take that action, it's all for your growth. You're going to blossom into the opportunity. Now let's see the Six of Wands, your celebrations and victories, financial health. Beautiful. All right, wonderful. So you either are or are soon going to be celebrating your financial health. It may be tied to this action you need to take over here. The Transparent Tarot, fertility. Okay. So this fertility card does not have to represent reproductive fertility. In fact, most times it doesn't. Oh, excuse me. If reproductive fertility is what you're asking about, then again, please get whatever type of medical assistance you deem necessary. And it is a positive card to see. The answer was most likely no. So whatever your question was, the answer was most likely no. Now, for most of you, this fertility card is saying that the situation is fertile for growth. The no may be very positive for some of you. But it is the situation, whether it is positive or it's, you're like, oh, I wish it had been yes. Whatever situation you're asking about, it is fertile for your growth. It is fertile for you to blossom. This opportunity is out there for you. You have to figure out what action you need to take and step into it because the situation is there for you to grow. Now, let's see the little starseed deck for group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, group number 4. Okay. All right, so we're going to start with intuition. Trust your intuition. It's been guiding you to the answers you seek. So trust that intuition. It will not lead you wrong. Next, you get love. Live your truth and share the love that's in your soul. Let love guide you. Love is the most powerful thing in the universe. And finally, observation. Expand your consciousness by observing the divine matrix of life. Take some time, spend some time in nature, do some observing of people and animals and, birds and butterflies. Do some observing. It's going to nourish your soul. All right, that is all I have for reading number 4. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 5 with the Amazonite. Your first message of the reading is to loosen your grip. So whatever it is you're hanging on to so tight, it may be time to loosen that grip just a little bit. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. All right. That is good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. We start with the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. It is, yeah, absolute. It's just a heartbroken situation. Next, we see the Devil. The Devil talks about stuck energy, feeling trapped. It can talk about addiction. Doesn't have to be a big bad addiction. It could be, you know, an addiction to social media or an addiction to sugar or something like that. Very stuck energy. There's a gnat that has decided to join us. Next, we see the Hermit. The Hermit talks about spending time alone. Alone time being, you know, it can be very productive to have this alone time, but spending time by yourself. Next, we see the King of Swords. The King of Swords is it can represent a person. If it does, they're very intelligent, very action driven, but it also represents significant challenges you may be facing. And it says that you have the, you know, opportunity to use your strategy, to use your skills and overcome these situations, but there are significant challenges in front of you. Next, we see the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about looking at what you've lost versus looking at what you still have. Things to be grateful for. Being grateful can break up a Five of Cups energy. And topping everything off, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is about fighting, arguing, controversy. Okay, this is an absolutely solid, I mean, like every card here has a negative connotation to it. So this is a pretty solid no to whatever you ask tarot. So a pretty solid no. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please show us the situations of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so 10 of Wands, dealing with some overwhelmed energy. You guys may be overworking yourselves or pushing yourself too hard. Next, we see the Wheel. The Wheel is, you know, luck and fate turning in your favor. Also, they're both 10s, so you've got double 10s right next to each other. Let's see what else. The Hanging Man, so possibly some delays or the need for a different perspective. And then the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins talks about fear. This fear can be relating to money or it can be relating to loneliness, but there's fear involved here somewhere. All right, now let's get Oracle for everything because some of this is some pretty heavy energy. Let's see, Angels for group number 5. Whatever they need to hear right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be tolerant. Yes, you have to be tolerant and let the universe work at its own speed. Things will change for you if you believe it, but you have to be tolerant while kind of the storm rages around you. Now, let's see this Five of Coins with Moonology. What is there for Moonology here for this Five of Coins? Nothing will come of this situation. Okay, so for those of you that are worried about financial things, worry about money, nothing is going to come of the situation you're worried about. So it's time to let the fear go, to overcome the fear. Because if you just worry with regards to money, if you have fear all welled up with regards to money, it can cause abundance blockages. So nothing, whatever it is you're worried about, nothing's going to come of the situation. So you don't need to worry. So let that fear pass. Now let's see the 10 of Wands here. Emotions are running high. Okay, so part of what's overwhelming you is emotions. It's important. We all have emotions. We have to feel emotions and deal with them and work through them. And, you know, some of us are empaths, so our emotions are even higher. But with all the high running emotions, it is overwhelming you. So maybe take a break, take a step back, really give yourself some time to process so you can come out of this overwhelming energy. Now, let's see the Hanging Man with the Queen of the Moon. What is there for the Hanging Man here? The unexpected. Okay, so there is a different perspective here that's necessary. But with this different perspective, you may find unexpected blessings, unexpected things to be grateful for if you let your perspective on whatever situation you're looking at change. Now, let's see the spellcasting oracle for the last two. So for the wheel, what is there to add to the wheel here? The wheel is luck and fate turning in your favor. Grieving. Okay. So luck is trying to move for you. Like I said, with the be tolerant, energy is trying to move. You guys are, there's a lot of overwhelmed energy here. There's a lot of fear. Your guides are telling you, even as you grieve, whatever it is you've lost, and grief doesn't have to be the loss of a person. Grief can be the loss of a job. It can be the loss of a friendship, the loss of an apartment, or, there's all kinds of things that can cause grieving. You are kind of getting bogged down in the grief, some of you, and it is blocking this luck that's trying to come in. So it's time to change that perspective and expect unexpected blessings. That is going to bring in positive energy. Give yourself some time to deal with these heavy emotions. Stop worrying. That is not going to help. Nothing's going to come of the situation that you're worried about. Now let's see the transparent tarot. The answer was a pretty solid no to whatever you asked. And the reason the answer is no has something to do with your life purpose. So your life purpose is moving forward. The answer to your question is no. And that is going to have a positive life purpose impact for you. Now let's see the little starseed deck for group number 5. What is there for group number 5, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So we are going to start with light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. Absolutely it is. Let your light shine. You also get patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. The universe moves at its own speed. You got to be tolerant. You got to be patient. Things are moving for you though. And then finally, blue flame. Connect to the blue flame, which is the light of pure love within you. That pure love will guide you on the next steps of your path. All right, that is all I have for reading number 5. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.